It's been quite a while since I've done anything on the E30, so I thought I'd have a look at some of the rust in the driver's footwell. Now, to make access easier, I've removed the front wing and just put it to one side so I can have a look at that rust. And it is quite bad. It's been patched, and then a patch has been put over the patch, so there's various layers of metal here. Well, I've had a go at peeling some of that back, and it is really quite rusty, and the metal that is there is very thin, and you can see that it has actually gone through into the driver's footwell. So we're going to need to cut all of that out and make up some new parts, some new metal, and then weld that in. Well, I've now cut quite a big hole out of that footwell just to see how far the rust goes, and even with a hole this big I can still see there's quite a lot of rusty metal still left. So I'm going to have to expand that hole and just keep going until I get onto good metal. And there's one of the pieces that I've just cut out of the footwell. To get all of that rusty metal out of the driver's footwell, I've had to cut back quite a long way, a lot more than I first anticipated. So there's quite a big hole now in that driver's footwell, and what I've created to fill that hole is a metal patch, and I've done that with some cardboard and then transferred it onto this galvanized steel. And what I've also done is to weld in the bracket that holds on the accelerator pedal. So the thing to do now is to weld this in place. Down there in the footwell you can see the plate that I've now welded in along with the bracket for the accelerator pedal. There's still a little bit to do on one of the sides, so if we just have a look round here. So there's that hole, and what I've got to fill that is this plate that I've made up that I'll now weld in. The welding is now finished, and that new piece of metal in the driver's footwell is in place. So if we have a look from the outside now, just going past the car, you can see here is, well, the side piece of metal that was welded in, and then round the side from that is the new bit of floor. So these now need to be painted and some rust protection put on top. I've now painted that repair panel and also applied a layer of underseal, so that's now finished. The only thing left to do now is to put on the inner arch and also put on the front wing, and then the job is done.